Good morning, natural gas. It's Tuesday, May 26, 2026. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. And for the June contract, which expires tomorrow, today is option expiration. We're currently trading at 298.30, up 7.6 cents or 2.61%. And as you can see, we're making a run for the $3 option strike for option expiration today. Let's turn to the hourly chart, and as you can see, we're above the daily pivot. We are currently testing this first resistance level here at 298.20. The RSI has turned to the upside, so this is a good sign that we're going to go for the $3 strike. Let's take a look at LNG, and this is Creole Trail Pipeline. This feeds Sabine Pass. This is one of the pipelines that feeds Sabine Pass, and it's currently running at 1.5 BCF out of 1.7. That's pretty good. Take a look at, this is Corpus Christi here. We are currently, sorry about that. We are currently running here at 2.6 BCF out of 2.75 capacity. That's doing very well. How about Venture Global? This is Gator Express, which feeds Plaquemines, and this is running at 4 BCF out of 3.94 capacity. Yes, those modular LNG facilities can run over nameplate capacity. And here is Calcasieu Pass. This is fed by Trans-Cameron Pipeline, and we're currently at 1.7 BCF out of 2.125. So that's running normally right there. There is still open capacity to produce some more LNG. And here is Golden Pass, finally kicking back out over 300,000 MMBTUs out of 800 to 850 total capacity for train 1. This is good news. We've got nothing loading yet at Golden Pass, so this is very good news. They need to start making some more LNG to get those boats in there, load them up, and send them to Asia. And why? Well, here's the TTF. It's currently right now up about 6% today, currently trading around $16.50 per MMBTU. This is in dollars per MMBTU. This is good news because the ARB to Asia is wide open. JKM is well over TTF, which means spot LNG cargoes are heading to Asia. Let's take a look at the Strait of Hormuz, and currently right now, very little activity here. We've got 2 LNG tankers sitting off Las Rafan right now. These 2 tankers are probably going to make a pass here, maybe load up here at Ras Laffan and see if they can turn off their transponders and make a run for the Strait of Hormuz. That's what the UAE has been doing for a couple of these LNG shipments. Let's take a look at the weather anomalies. And this is for the United States. And as you can see, the weather anomalies are to the north at this time of year. They're just not in the south, which means that Texas all the way over to Florida is experiencing just modest heat demand. So that is keeping a cap on natural gas. This is normally the pattern we would see for El Nino in winter, but we seem to be getting it now here in the early parts of summer. So as you can see, the anomalies are well to the north. Let's take a look at the Gulf Coast, and this is Texas all the way through Florida. And as you can see, there is some storms firing up here. This is north of Yucatan right now, heading up into Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, while we've got storm systems to the west here of Texas. So more rain is on its way for Texas, and that will dampen demand. And here is the anomaly maps here for, this is May 26th today, all the way through June 1st. As you can see, it's cool across the southern tier. The anomalies are to the north, Montana, the Dakotas, and Minnesota. As we get into the first full week of June, again, the same pattern here. It's cool across the southern tier of the country. How about weeks 3 and 4? Well, again, it's now normal across the southern tier, but the anomalies are to the north. In this case, for the second week of June, it is to the northeast and the Pacific Northwest. And then for the third week, that is into the Pacific Northwest for above normal temperatures. How about ERCOT? ERCOT, well, we're currently going to see Renewables just over 36,000 megawatts today out of a total capacity of 70,000 megawatts. But wind is low at the moment, and that means natural gas is picking up a little bit of market share, over 44% of the fuel mix at this moment. Let's take a look at Europe. Unfortunately, WX charts is down, so we'll have to make do here with windy.com showing the temperature anomalies here the outright temperatures for Europe. And as you can see, London about 84 degrees, Madrid here 88, and as you can see, Paris 87. And there's some warmer temperatures as we get into Eastern Europe as well. So let's take a look at European storage, currently 37% full. Again, the injections are below where they need to be for this time of year. So that's why TTF is finally picking up a little bit. It's got to gain some market share here against JKM. Otherwise, we're going to be pushing for LNG late in the season. That's going to send prices flying higher. And let's take a look at the U.S. nuclear outages currently right now. We are at 5.9 gigawatts that are offline. That is just about, but that is actually below the 5-year average for this time, for this day in particular. So most of the nuclear reactors are coming back online. We've got just Palisades up in Michigan. Again, that's supposed to be turned around for AI data centers. And then we've got 3 units here, Surrey, Comanche Peak, and St. Lucie, that are between 40 and 59% offline at this time. And let's take a look at the tropics here. Let's pull it down. There is no tropical activity expected in the mid-Atlantic. And then in the Pacific, you can start to see that it is going to be over on the west coast of Mexico. So that is going to be helpful for now, because look at this Saharan air layer. It is absolutely huge. It is bigger than the United States. And as you can see, it extends across from Africa all the way into South America. And the prevailing winds are going to be pushing it towards Central America here as we go through the forecast. How about stocks in the oil and gas E&P sector? Stocks between $2 and $10 billion have a high short float over 10%. The only one that's in the green right now behind me, CNX at 1.7%. So again, recapping here for the spot June contract, which goes off the board tomorrow. Today is option expiration. We are currently trading at 298.10, up 7.4 cents or 2.55%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.